stage emergency.
Hey, you guys, what's up?
Hey, man.
So as you guys know, it's spring break this weekend, and my parents are out of town. You know what that means? Party!
Did you hear about Leanne's party this weekend? Seems like it should be fun. I heard Marco was gonna take a 2-story beer bomb. Crazy, right? Hey, look at me. I love you.
Oh, sorry.
Me too. What's going on?
I'm catching a flight tonight to Dallas for a meeting in the morning.
Well, hello to you too. When will you be back?
On Sunday, so I need you to watch your sister. Look, in a couple of months, you're gonna be out in Dallaston, okay? Worrying about other things. New friends, classes, and studying. So take advantage of this time with your sister, okay? Love you.
I love you too.
Okay, call you when I land. Be safe. If you need anything, give me a call.
Hello?
I can't go to the party tonight.
What happened?
My mom had to go to Dallas for the weekend, so I'm stuck babysitting Serena.
Laura has to stay home and watch her sister.
Who's that?
My friends who are coming over to hang out, but you need to go to sleep.
Are you gonna get drunk?
No. Where'd you get that from?
I wanna hang out too.
When you get old enough, you and your friends can hang out as much as y'all want to. But for right now, you need to stay up here, go to sleep, and don't tell mom about anything, okay?
Bye.
Spring break! Coming.
Tonight, I'm ready.
Lame. Dude, you're at a party, it's spring break, enjoy yourself. You're going too slow. Here. Take this.
Hey, Marshall.
Hey, Destiny.
Where's Laura?
She's babysitting her sister tonight.
Bummer.
Why am I sticky?
Barack Obama.
All right, here we go. First to finish wins. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Loosen up.
I shouldn't have done that. Sorry.
Come see this.
Put her down, Laura. Put her down, Laura.
Laura.
What are you doing?
Shut up, Sophie.
You shouldn't be doing this! Laura, if you're gonna go, at least let me drive.
No, I gotta be the one to confront him. You're either gonna shut up and get in the car with me, or you're gonna stay here!
Whoa, man. Take it easy, man.
I'm good.
Marshall! Marshall! I want to call the ambulance.
No! You cannot call the ambulance. The cops will come. We're all underage.
Let's go.
Hurry up. Laura, please slow down. We're going to get stopped.
Marshall, don't fall asleep. Marshall, stay up, stay up.
Marco, help him, Marco.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Stop the car right now.
I needed to take care of some things first.
Laura!
Laredo 911, state emergency. What is your location, ma'am?
GCS was what initially when you guys saw her?
10.
And she coded on scene?
As soon as we got her into the unit, she coded. She's been down about 15 minutes now.
15 minutes.
Yes.
Minutes.
All
We
right,
can stop for another pulse check.
happy.
Do another round. No pulse?
No pulse.
Alright, so we've been 20.
Jennifer Sisters.
This is me.
Which said I'm sorry to inform you that your son didn't make it.
What?
Your son didn't make it.
What do you mean my son didn't make it?
He's passed. He's passed. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry to inform you, sir, but your daughter didn't make it. Your daughter's passed.
What?
Your daughter's passed. She's not with us anymore.
Hi, Dr. Kamigari. When EMS brought her in, she had been involved in an accident. Initially, she had a pulse and she lost that pulse en route. Both the emergency crew and whenever she arrived here, we did everything we could, including multiple medications that we gave her to try to start her heart back. Unfortunately, she died at 10:21 due to the injury she sustained in the motor vehicle accident.
As you already know, none of what you have just seen is real, but to most people involved, it felt real. Real enough to never want to drink and drive. Real enough to never shatter their dreams. As is the case with many other partying seasons like prom or graduation, spring break is a time when high school students across the country like to get together, drink alcohol, party, and make bad decisions. The students at Nixon High School are no different. Spring break is a week that is designed to bring relaxation and rest to students, and many parents must go to work believing that this is happening, but lots of free time combined with a youth exuberance for drinking and partying will lead to many dangerous and sadly deadly decisions. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, every day almost 30 people in the United States die in motor vehicle crashes that involve an alcohol-impaired driver. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that alcohol contributes to as many as 3 out of every 5 traffic crash fatalities during prom and graduation weekend. It's a lesson everyone should carry with them, but one that many choose to ignore until it's too late. In 2005, for example, during prom and graduation season, April, May, and June, 676 students under the age of 21 were killed in alcohol-related crashes. The Texas Department of Transportation reports that for 2015, the overall fatalities in the state of Texas due to DWIs under the age of 21 was 12. In the same report, Webb County registered 4 fatalities. But there is a way to bring the lesson home about the dangers of drinking and driving. What you have just seen is how one school has done just that. For 2 hard-hitting days, students, teachers, and parents at Nixon High School learned a lesson they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. It's a lesson in tragedy and a lesson in love. Every event was staged, no blood was shed, and no one was injured. But the tears, the hugs, and the personal impact were very, very real. The morning of the first day of our shattered dreams marks the beginning of our staged event. It is also the culmination of over 6 months of planning and preparations. There were meetings, phone calls, paperwork, and more meetings. It's the unglamorous part involving numerous agencies, experts, and dedicated volunteers. Through the collaboration of the Laredo Fire Department, Laredo 911, Laredo Police Department, Laredo Emergency Room, and the Webb County Medical Examiner, we were able to recreate this event as if it were an actual DWI crash. The crash victims were the first to be made up. The simulated wounds and blood took nearly 3 hours to apply. It was crucial the injuries looked real. As you have seen, the time and effort paid off. To add to the somber mood, not only the Grim Reaper, but the entire staff and crew dressed in black. To set the tone and provide a constant reminder throughout the day, the Grim Reaper paid a call to a pre-selected student. These students, called the Living Dead, are the graphic representation of a startling statistic in which someone in the United States will die in an alcohol-related traffic crash due to alcohol. The Living Dead are then painted with white makeup for their march later in the morning to the crash scene. While the Living Dead prepared to march, the crash scene is almost ready. Roadblocks are placed around the crash site and the crashed vehicles are positioned to as best simulate an actual crash. Students, neighbors, news reporters, and bystanders begin to gather. Within minutes, what first provoked laughter now looks frighteningly real. The mock crash involved 2 drunk drivers and their passengers who were all celebrating the beginning of spring break. The celebrations involved 2 different parties hosted by fellow classmates and friends of the graduating class of 2016. As the partying continued, boyfriend and girlfriend problems surfaced as there was an abundance of alcohol, drugs, and risky behavior. One of the passengers has managed to crawl out of the vehicle and makes a 911 call for help. Each participant follows a sequence of events that resembles almost exactly what would occur in a real crash. For the deceased driver and passenger, the Webb County Medical Examiner arrives and pronounces the body dead, at which time the bodies are taken to be prepared for the final resting place. The Grim Reaper and the victims that have already been accumulated slowly march around the crash site, serving as a reminder to the students of those that die in an alcohol-related crash. The driver, who failed the field sobriety test at the scene of the crash, is handcuffed and taken away by a Laredo police officer. The audience is then informed that the intoxicated driver will be charged with 3 counts of intoxication manslaughter felony 2 and 4 counts of intoxication assault felony 3. Their first stop is at the hospital for drug testing as well as to determine the blood alcohol content of the driver. The next stop for the driver is at the police station where she is booked and photographed. A visit with a judge, an attorney, and more time in a cell end the driver's role in the simulation. For the wounded passenger, paramedics continue to work fast against the clock as they begin to assess her injuries and try to determine the best possible way to transport her to the hospital. Some of the spectators are overwhelmed as they continue to watch the staged crash. As the injured passenger arrives at the hospital, all efforts will be towards saving her. No matter what language, the interpretation is the same when a mother or father has been notified that their child has died. At the school, most reporters and onlookers have left. The crash scene has been cleared and the students have returned to class. The Grim Reaper continues the rounds throughout the campus. Obituaries are read to the classmates of the deceased. For the students not directly involved in the simulation, the school day has returned to normal. But for the Living Dead students and actors who were directly involved, the day is far from over. As the case in most crashes involving fatalities, families will learn the fate of their loved ones by a peace officer. In every incident, as was the case throughout the event, every effort was made to simulate a true event.
The door's open. We're just gonna make it real. Okay, guys, just get into character, all right? Just get in that zone, okay? Make it as a
The parents were instructed to act, but in many cases, the news seemed real. I started you guys earlier this afternoon about how intense this is and the purposes. It has been a challenging day for students and coordinators, and the time alone during the retreat serves as a kind of release. Contact with parents, siblings, or friends is prohibited. Structured yet flexible activities are planned to accommodate the students' needs. School counselors and coordinators reflect through personal experiences with loss. Students recall feelings through letters from home and group discussion. The evening ends with a night of sleep. The Shattered Dreams simulation culminates in an all-school assembly. Parents, invited guests, media, and all participating organizations are asked to attend as the group reflects on lessons learned.
Morning, students. Welcome to day 2 of Shattered Dreams. As you recall, yesterday you saw a very intense video followed by a very, very real mock crash.
I'm certainly glad to be here as a former member of course, Nixon High School. What they're trying to do is impress upon you the importance about drinking and driving and the dangers of drinking and driving.
Mom, you are the most beautiful person I have ever met, and no one could ever love you as much as I do. I don't know what life would be like without you, but I'm so glad that you are the person who guides me each and every day into a path which will make me a better person.
Being a part of the Shattered Dreams program has really impacted my life. Thank you for following me, for allowing me to be a part of it. I love you both so much.
The little girl I always wanted. My hopes and dreams died with you today.
Good morning. First of all, I want to apologize to you guys last night, and it's something that I do so often, and that's remembering my son when he was killed. It was March 19, 2007. Within 2 weeks, it's going to be 9 years. But to us, it's like it's happening again, over and over.
I want you to see us. We are the reality. This is not a reenactment for us.
Good morning, Mustangs, class of 2016. Arranging a son's or daughter's funeral is a job that no parent can be prepared. They are devastated, destroyed, and heartbroken.
April 10th, 2013, this photo was taken. That was a day I shouldn't have been there. But for whatever reason, I was there. We had a blast. She wanted to take a picture with me. Take it to heart. Love your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. I have 4 children. I have 3 here and 1 up there upstairs in heaven. I want her here, but it's not going to happen. You guys have the privilege of going home to your mom and dad tonight. Do not take it for granted. Everything that we're doing here is with a purpose. Please don't throw it away. Because you will shatter your own dreams. Thank you very much.
Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready to get this slime on the ground.
It's hit me yet. Like I think I'm just waiting for everybody to get done with like their makeup and everything and
It's really nervous. Like,
excited.
I don't really know how it's gonna turn out. I don't know how the audience is gonna react.